Bwana Jonah.
Ndio.
Habari ya leo?
Nzuri.
Uko smart.
Asante.
Sasa.
Ndio.
Born in a family of 4 and raised by a single parent, Jonah Sumba had a normal childhood.
As a child, I was one of the best in my classes, class 1, 2, 3. I really loved school, and as a result, while I was in boarding school, I was one of the very active students in school.
This was not going to last for long. In 1988, Simba's life began to take a different turn.
I started experiencing difficulty in my sight, and I noticed that I couldn't run around normally like other children. I couldn't play like other children, and I thought I had a problem with my vision. So I tried telling it to my mother, and she took me to an optician to be checked. They checked my eyes and they noticed it was okay. So they didn't quite understand what the problem was. It didn't even need spectacles. That's when now we decided to go and see an ophthalmologist. When they checked my eyes properly, they discovered that I had a condition known as retinitis pigmentosa. This is a condition that affects the retina. Many people tell me that my sight looks okay if I remove my shades. If I don't have this white cane and I don't have my spectacles, most people get confused because the cornea of my eyes are okay. It's a condition that affects the back of the eye, and mostly it's hereditary, even though it can be caused by other unknown causes, but mostly it's hereditary. Now, I didn't know what to do. We tried talking to the ophthalmologist that we talked to. We didn't know what to do about it. I started feeling almost giving up, At that age, I felt like my mother was helpless.
His only hope at the time was the doctor.
The doctor was a German, very experienced doctor. This man looked at me and looked at my mother and told us right in the face, there's nothing we can do about this. What you have to do from this point on is to try and get orientation, because it is not a matter of if your sight will go, it's a matter of when.
His battle for survival in this fast-moving world began.
We tried checking, all, if there was a way, prayers and any way that we could manage to rectify the situation. It was impossible. I thought that I need to speak to a being that is stronger than my mother. So I started praying. I remember I started really getting into prayers at that age. I prayed and I prayed to God, heal my eyes. Or if you can't heal my eyes, hold it until I finish school. Let me finish at least class 8. So I lived like that. I lived like that as a partially blind child.
True to his prayers, he managed to finish both primary and secondary education, but things started turning from bad to worse. However, he managed to pursue further education in theology.
By that time, my sight had grown worse. I was now really, almost even, my walking was difficult. I could read very, very enlarged prints. I couldn't be able to, now read normally.
The worst finally came in 2003.
I lost my ability to see completely, and I was now very shaken, very, very shaken. I remember for 2 weeks, I was very shaken. I felt like my hopes had been shattered. Will anything ever come out of my life now? But then, after those 2 weeks, I thought to myself, hey, there's no need to be like this. I didn't even visit any counselor. I didn't visit any professional counselor. No, it was just me and my God. I thought to myself, no, there's no need for me to get this way. There's no point at all to even feel that my sight has gone and my life has come to an end. I mean, I will move on no matter what.
It was a challenge for him even as he was yet to graduate. He had to find another way out other than using Braille as the only option.
The school administration allowed me to come with sighted assistants into the classroom, people who would read for me, write. We would even go into an exam room. All I could do was just to sit and listen to somebody reading the book, and I would listen, understand, and then when we go to an exam, I would just listen to the question and then give an answer, and it would be written.
Simba recalls the sacrificial act of one lady who volunteered to support him.
I saw Irene every day coming to school to read with me, and to me I felt like this is an encouragement. If somebody can identify and give themselves to stand with me, then it means there is something in me. I'm able to move on. There is an opportunity still.
With his determination to move on, Simba got an opportunity to go to Rwanda. He was purposed to use his life experience to encourage others.
I stayed in Rwanda for 3 weeks. I encouraged people until in several churches, and I would spend time encouraging people, speaking to those people who've been traumatized by the genocide that they had. And oh my, if I didn't go through this challenge that I've gone through, I don't think I would be understanding those people, because I had what to tell them. I told them, be determined, don't give up with life.
On his part, Simba had no option but to rise above his challenges. He had to occupy his space even in the world of technology.
Microsoft Office Excel, Windows Media Player, enter.
Sometimes he met beasts of men who did not even care about his condition.
There are one or two incidences. By the way, did you know why this thing has this thing? I had an experience once. Somebody wanting to snatch the white cane. So later I discovered that they take this thing, this thing, like the time I bought it, this is $100, that's about 7,000. They take it from you, they go sell it to somebody else at about 1,000 bob. We have a few characters in town like that. So that's why we have this. I've fought once with somebody in the streets trying to pull it.
So
we have
strap is depth secure.
Yes, so that at least somebody pulls your holding. We have a few funny Kenyans.
Simba now manages his own organization, empowering the blind and reaching out to those even in the rural areas.
I call the work the purse, P-U-R-S-E, just like a lady's purse. The idea of the purse was that I thought to myself, there are many good things that are kept away from the blind people. Very many good things, like jobs. If you miss a job, if you miss an opportunity to make a living, very many good things are kept away from you. So I thought, let me come up with the idea of the pass. Let these people come to this pass. Let them come out with valuables.
We work together in our organization, The Pass, where we give hope to people with visual impairment.
Working with him was actually fun because he's really easy to talk to. He's welcoming, he has a warm heart.
He's very courageous, he has the passion to help persons with disabilities, especially the visually impaired. And for the little time that we've worked with him, you can tell he has that passion.
Simba reminds you and I that we have a responsibility.
If the teacher is not empowered, how long will it take the child to be empowered? The strength of a society, the uprightness of a society is known by how they treat their weakest. So right now, as I'm speaking to the strong people, the able-bodied people, I'm encouraging them to reach out to these blind children. Do something. You may not have much to do, but just that encouragement you can give, do it. Let us empower the disabled person. I went through it, and when I was going through it, I thought to myself, I'm not going to give up. But then when I discovered that I've gotten some bit of strength in me to stand, I decided, no, let me share this strength with a blind child. Let me share it so that they may also in future be able to stand strong and we may move on as one united country.